Welcome to SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. This is the remake of Battle for Bikini Bottom. That should be pretty obvious. And listen, a lot of people are quite negative about this game, saying that it didn't recapture the spirit or the energy or the gameplay. It's got an inverted camera. People are being really negative about the camera. That's better. No, I'm being negative about the camera. I think this game's still fun. I don't have a problem with this game at all. I do prefer, I'm gonna just be honest, the Xbox, GameCube and PS2 version. Yeah, I prefer it. But I'm glad this game exists because it means I'm able to play this game twice, basically, on Melon Keeper Gold. Right? I can play this today and I can play the original Battle for Bikini Bottom another day. Maybe there'll be different things going on in those videos. I don't know. But I don't know. I mean, in 2024, Battle for Bikini Bottom is mostly acknowledged for its like speedrunning community, but the game's also good. Also, cool glitch here. If you jump off of, okay, that didn't work. I don't think they've patched it though. I think I just didn't execute. You know, if you jump off of this thing, you can jump over the barrier and get out of bounds. But I don't. Maybe they have patched it. To their credit, this game has had like updates and stuff. So, but I swear, if I. No, okay, I'm not getting it. Never mind. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. This is not a speedrun video. Out of bounds and stuff is not important. We're just gonna have fun, play this game. I think for like a casual audience, this game doesn't really do anything wrong. Like, I've played through this game entirely, and I've recently also played through the GameCube PS2, the original game, you know. And I think, like, I'll openly acknowledge that the gameplay in the original game is better for some purposes. I think the physics are more like interesting and stuff. But from a casual perspective, none of that stuff really bothers me. Like, I can just play this game and it's a decently fun platformer, and I guess my real trouble with it is that it came out in 2021 or something? It came out like recently, relatively speaking. And it has all of the, like, isms of an early 2000 platformer. So all of the good and the bad is there, but also not all of the good, because some of the good is, like, in the gameplay, and it's not there anymore. But you know what I mean? Like, the bad level design is still there. They haven't really changed that aspect of it. Some of it, the rolling ballroom puzzle is a lot easier in this one. So there are ways in which it's been improved, I guess. But yeah, I mean, look at this. It looks nice, right? Like, the game looks good. I think, like, the art and stuff in the remake is one of its strongest qualities, probably. It looks really pretty. I think Bikini Bottom looks really, really good in this style. I love how vibrant it is. The original game is a lot less vibrant than this. I think it's good. So basically, this game is like, it's like Mario 64. You have to collect golden spatulas instead of stars, but other than that, it's like Mario 64. You have these shiny objects, which are like coins. They're used to buy mostly just like gates that let you through to other parts of the level. And in a lot of cases, even like glitches aside, in a lot of cases, you can just skip the gates if you take a different route through the level. But some of them are like not possible to skip. And they also have blue coins, kind of, from Mario Sunshine. The smelly socks, the soiled socks, whatever they're called. Those are basically blue coins. You collect, I think, 5 of them to get a golden spatula. There might be 10. I feel like it's 5 though. Yeah, I think playing through like a SpongeBob platformer is really appealing just in general. I remember as a kid having Movie Game, and I don't know if I'm going to play Movie Game on this channel, because they haven't remade that one. But yeah, I remember having it as a kid, and like, yeah, it's not as good for speedrunning, because they patched some of the cooler bugs, but also like, it's a fun game. Patty Wagon aside, it's a fun game. And I remember having Battle for Bikini Bottom as a kid and not knowing what to do. I couldn't figure out how to get enough spatulas to move on. I don't think I ever made it to the second area. Which, by the way, the second area only requires you to get like 15 golden spatulas. And you can do it very quickly. Even if you're not speedrunning, you can do 15 spatulas very quickly. I had it for PS2. I thought it was a fun enough game, but I just couldn't figure out what to do. I had that problem a lot with games as a kid. I think I was just a little bit stupid. Or not incredulous enough. I don't know. I mean, I do criticize a lot of those games today for having poor design, but also, like, the amount that I struggled with them is not justified by that poor design excuse. I think there are a lot of games, like, okay, Tokobot Plus, the puzzle, and I'll talk about this when I get to Tokobot Plus, but the puzzle that I struggled on in Chapter 2, that one's actually really badly designed. I don't think most people would figure it out. I know a lot of people that struggled with it when they first played the game. I've seen a lot of Let's Plays where people struggled with it. So I don't blame myself for getting, like, poorly designed stuff wrong, but, like, not being able to find enough spatulas to advance in the game is a pretty big blunder from, like, 10-year-old me. But I'm glad I grew up having a PS2. I also had, like, a GameCube. Actually, this is I don't know if I've told this story before. I've definitely told people this story before. I don't know if I've said it on Gold, but, yeah, I wanted to play... I think I watched, like, a Let's Play of Luigi's Mansion, and I was like, damn, I really want to play this Luigi's Mansion game, but, well, I don't have a GameCube. So I asked my parents, hey, can we get, like, a GameCube? There's a bunch of games on it, and I really want to play Luigi's Mansion. And they were like, yeah, I guess we can get a GameCube. Like, this was at the point where the Wii was out, and the Xbox 360, and stuff like that. Like, GameCube, not super expensive to get at the time, and, like, if I want to play Luigi's Mansion, I'm going to play Luigi's Mansion, right? So we bought this on eBay. We bought this, like, someone was selling their GameCube, and they were also selling a few games with it. And one of those games was Luigi's Mansion. And all of the other games were basically games that I wasn't allowed to play. They're like 15 rated games and stuff like that, Peggy 15. I think there was like Batman in there, and that was a 15 or something. But I didn't care. I wanted to play Luigi's Mansion. Now you're probably thinking like, okay, but every family in the country had a Wii. You definitely had a Wii, right? And you're right. That's the funny part of the story, that I did have a Wii, and I just didn't know that you could play GameCube games on a Wii. Which is a bit of a blunder, but it gets worse. It turns out that, and I don't know why this happened, but the copy of Luigi's Mansion that came with this GameCube on this auction, the version of Luigi's Mansion, and this was not true. The other games were all fine, but the Luigi's Mansion was a NTSC copy, and I still have this NTSC copy of Luigi's Mansion. I don't know why. Like, this person was selling this console, and they had all the other versions, but they didn't have, like, they had all the other games as PAL region. And I bought it in the UK, and the console's a PAL console. Anyway, the point is, I put the game in the console, and I'm like, this doesn't work. Can you buy me another copy of Luigi's Mansion? And they're like, well, there's no scratches on it, so I don't know why it's not working. But yeah, sure, we've already put in all the money to get this console that we didn't actually need. But I did not find that out until I was a little bit older. You know, they put in all this money to get this console. They're like, yeah, sure, I'll buy you another copy of Luigi's Mansion. And this time it was a PAL copy. This time I was actually able to play Luigi's Mansion. And I had fun playing Luigi's Mansion. It's a short game. It's only a couple hours. But it's really fun, and I'm glad that I got it. But yeah, what a journey to get it, right? Like, very silly. So there's a couple playable characters in Battle for Bikini Bottom. You can play as Patrick, who can throw these watermelons. Oh my god! Melon Keeper? Hold on, guys. That's huge. Maybe Patrick is Melon Keeper Gold. So yeah, you can throw these watermelons, you can throw the tikis as well. There's also Sandy, who can hover. That's got lasso, kind of like Yonoid with the grapple. It's pretty cool. But yeah, Luigi's Mansion, fantastic game. I'll make sure to play it because I do really like it. I have I have fond memories of that GameCube and the various games that I played on it. Like, I got the Wind Waker Gold Edition, so that Wind Waker copy also included in it Ocarina of Time. I think it was Ocarina of Time Master Quest. It might have been the default one, the normal one, but it had Ocarina of Time anyway. And I remember playing Ocarina of Time and being like, yeah, I get why people like this. Because, you know, you watch all the, like, Nintendo YouTubers, and they're like, Ocarina of Time's the best Zelda, best video game ever. It's like the Mario Galaxy of Zelda games. And I was like, yeah, I get why people like this. Like, it's fun, but I couldn't beat the Shadow Temple. I got stuck on the Shadow Temple. I think, yeah, I got far enough at least to, like, I got far enough to, like, you know, do the adult temples and stuff, but I never got past that, which was a bit of a shame because, you know, Shadow Temple. I did have the, like, thing, whatever it's called. I had the thing that you need to. I did not mean to do that. Yeah, you need, like, the I don't remember what it's called. There's something that you need in order to beat the Shadow Temple. Like, what's it called? Hourglass? Is it the Phantom Hourglass? That's a video game. It's not that. What's it called? It's a. I can't even think what the real life object is called. Magnifying glass. You get, like, a magnifying glass, and it lets you see, like, what part of the level is real and what part is fake. Technically, you can beat it without that, but obviously you're not going to do that if you can't even figure out. When you do have it, I had the magnifying glass thing, and I still couldn't figure out how to beat the temple. I'm honestly shocked that I got as far as I did in the game, knowing how stupid I was as a kid. Maybe that's a testament to Ocarina of Time's good game design. I don't really know. I haven't played it recently enough to know if it's actually well designed, or if as a kid I was just very adamant. I did later get, like, Ocarina of Time 3D and Majora's Mask 3D, and I still couldn't beat the Shadow Temple, even though I was older at that point. Still couldn't beat the Shadow Temple. Maybe the Shadow Temple's just poorly designed. I don't know. But yeah, Majora's Mask is still a favourite of mine. I've beaten that game a couple times. I beat the N64 one and the 3DS one. And I just really like it. I think it's really neat. But yeah, I remember thinking, like, yeah, this game's good, but, like, it's packaged here with Wind Waker, and Wind Waker is so much more fun. And that is true. That is still true today. Wind Waker is more fun than Ocarina of Time. However, I never beat Wind Waker. I got to the big temple, the big tower that you have to get to the top of. And honestly, I'm glad that I never beat Wind Waker as a kid, because I have beat Wind Waker HD, by the way. Like, as a teenager, I got it on the Wii U, and I did beat that. But I'm glad that I never beat it as a kid, because I think I think I got all the fun that I was going to get from Wind Waker. I think that the Triforce Gathering segment would have been too frustrating for me. So I'm glad I never got to it. Otherwise, my opinion of Wind Waker might have been... I might have been more mad at it. And I know that they, like, nerfed it in Wind Waker HD. Like, it's not as bad in Wind Waker HD as it is in the original. So, like, the fact that I've never actually beat Wind Waker on GameCube, yeah, I should probably try that to figure out just how bad it is. But definitely as a kid, I don't think I could have put up, even with the Wind Waker HD version, I don't think I would have enjoyed that as a kid. Anyway, this is a puzzle that I never would have solved as a kid, but what you have to do is you have to slam down to knock these guys out and then throw them at each of these pillar things. I don't think I could have figured this out. I'm not sure I could have figured out the part where you have to throw, like, where you have to, like, slam down on them to throw them. Because, like, I'm stupid. That's all there is to it, really. Another game I played as a kid, but never beat. I got to, like, pretty far, though. I think I got to, like, chapter 7 or something. But I played Xenoblade Chronicles at a time. At a time? Yes, at a time. I did play it at a time. Xenoblade Chronicles I played as a kid. I don't know what appealed to me about it, but, you know, I live in the UK, so it's not like the US where it's impossible to get. It was, like, fairly common to see Xenoblade Chronicles in stores. In stores? In shops? Supermarkets? Oh god, speaking of shopping in supermarkets, right? I remember, I was like, this was probably after, this was definitely after I played Wind Waker and stuff. I remember being in Tesco supermarket. I don't know which Tesco. But I was in Tesco and I saw Skyward Sword for the Wii, and I was like, Mum, can I get that? And she was like, okay, you can get Wind Waker. But, like, Wind Waker's a 12, right? And at this point, I'm, like, 7. No, I can't have been 7. When did Wind Waker come out? I might have been 7. Anyway, I was younger than 12, right? And the game's a 12. And my mum was like, okay, I can get this for you. Because, like, okay, a 12's not that bad. Even though I'm not 12 yet, a 12's not that bad. I can get a 12. I had Simpsons Hit and Run. That game's 12. And it has swear words in it. Kind of. It says, like, ass. Right? Hit and Run says, like, ass or something. Or the Simpsons game. One of the Simpsons games has, like, kind of bad language in it, but not that bad. So she's like, yeah, I can get you this game. But then we go to pay for the game. And, like, a bunch of other stuff that we usually shop for. And I'm like, I can't wait to play this game. And she's like, oh, I can't buy it for you. And I'm like, why? Because you just said that you can't wait to play it, and you're not 12, and they're gonna know that it's for you now. And I'm like, that's stupid. It's only a 12. It's not like a legal requirement. You can't, like, stop me from playing the game because I'm not 12, right? But my mom actually put the game back. She was actually like, no, I'm not buying you this. And I was like, oh, damn it. I remember a similar thing happening with Smash Brothers Brawl. It was my first Smash game, kind of. My first Smash game was Smash 64. I played it on an emulator on my computer. I had, like, Project 64 on my laptop. I played it with keyboard. I didn't like it. Probably because I was playing on a keyboard, which is ironic. Because I play on a box now. So that's kind of funny. But, yeah, I remember wanting Smash Brothers. She was like, no, that's not appropriate. It's like a fighting game. And I'm like, damn, this is suck. I can't wait. I can't wait until I'm old enough to play Smash Bros. But then I skipped. I found the age skip. Instead of becoming old enough to play Smash Brothers, it turns out my granddad had the game. And so I went to his house. And one of two things happened. I don't actually remember what happened. All I remember is I got the game from my granddad. But I either asked for it and he said yes, or I just took it. I don't remember. I want to believe that I asked and he was cool and said yes. But there's every chance that I just stole it. But whatever. I think there was a time where Brawl was, like, packaged with the Wii. So I don't think he bought Brawl and was like, damn, I really want to play Brawl. I think what happened was he bought a Wii and got Brawl with it. If I stole it and he really wanted to play Brawl, I'm a bit of an asshole. I don't think that's what happened, though. I'm pretty sure he got the game with his Wii, and then I asked for it. We're gonna believe that I asked for it. I also got Punch Time Explosion XL. But I was actually, because that's a cartoon game and not a fighting game, even though it's fucking Smash Brothers just with Cartoon Network characters. I was allowed that game. I remember playing the story mode and being like, this is awesome. And then I played it as an adult. I brought it to my Smash Brothers local. And then people were like, hey, Lily, can I play Melee or PN? And they were like, and I was like, no, we're playing Cartoon Network Punch Time Explosion XL. And there was only one other person. There was only one other person in the whole fucking venue that wanted to play it. So I basically hogged this CRT. But you're probably thinking, damn, you're like the worst. I don't want to be around you. But if you think about it, it was actually my Wii, and it was an Ultimate Local. So first of all, there wouldn't be any Melee anyway, because I brought the Wii. And second of all, it was an alt local. So there was only like one other person who wanted to play Melee. Anyway, with regards to Punch Time Explosion XL, that game's not good. We tried very hard to find a single stage that would be like fair, you know, like competitive. It doesn't exist. All of the stages have problems. You don't die till like 1,000,000. None of the characters can kill except the ones who kill ridiculously early. I'm pretty sure DI's not a thing. The game's just bad, but it is funny. It is a very funny game. I don't know, it's weird, because there's like bad plat fighters, and then there's Punch Time Explosion XL, which is like firmly in the realm of mid, but also it has Cartoon Network characters, so it's kind of funny. You know, with Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl being a thing, I would be really happy to see Cartoon Network Punch Time Explosion XL come back. I would really like it if that game made a return, but like with competent devs. Not like competent devs as in like really competent devs, but like competent enough that they make something better than Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. Or yeah, something better than Nickelodeon, please, because that game is not very good. Controversy. I will play that on the channel, by the way. I bought that game. I got like 20 hours out of it. I need to reclaim that money by playing it on gold. So yeah, don't you worry. Oh no, but not the original. No, only the original. I'm not buying Nasby 2. I can't be scammed. Okay, there we go. We saved Squidward. I just got an achievement for talking to Squidward 10 times as SpongeBob. That's an awesome achievement. Anyway, see you all later. That was